My name is D.أكمل Rana. I got my PhD in the macromolecular science and engineering from USA. I was working in Kuwait with Kuwait Petrochemical Company, working as a quality control and quality assurance manager. I came in 2001 for a job interview with QChem, got selected, and joined the company in 2002. So it's almost 12 plus years now that I'm working for QChem as a laboratory superintendent, ensuring the quality of the products and all the raw materials which is coming to make our finished product. The Qatar has been transformed since 2002. When I look back in 2002, you can hardly see skyscrapers in the downtown area. Now in 2014, you cannot even count how many skyscrapers, how much new infrastructure has been coming up, and the things are going on. Comparing people of Qatar with another country, I found these peoples are very, very friendly. They love to work, and apart from that, there is a diversity in the culture. You can come across with a lot of nationalities, a lot of people from different nations, okay, working together as a team. So this really gives us an opportunity to create an atmosphere to prove your skills, that how you work with the diversified communities. Me and my family, we have visited and had a living experience in many countries, including GCC as well as North America. And when we moved here, there was one of the discussion we used to have that when our kids are going to complete their school education, what about their university education? And I think a pleasant experience is that Qatar Foundation has set up Education City in the heart of Doha. And though we have an opportunity to send our daughter to different schools in North America, but we opted to send her to Georgetown University in Education City. We found that the program they are offered are equally good, not only good, but in certain cases, it is much more advanced as well as up to the nowadays standards which we are using for the education. So I'm very happy and relieved that we are still living in the same house and my daughter go to the university from the house, which is a big source of relief for me and my wife.
When I came here 12 years back, I instantly fell in love with Qatar. I found it to be very peaceful. I found it to be very friendly also. I've grown with Qatar, I suppose, in a way that Qatar has developed very rapidly since the last 12 years. We have seen a lot of changes here in a positive way. Nice place to live. It's a nice family station, I would call it. You find all sorts of advantages living here. For me personally, I feel that there are main advantages. Supposedly, it's very close to home where I am from, and you are exposed to different people coming from all over the world here, and different cultures, different religions, and you are exposed to those religions by acquainting with those people. And I think that really helps you as a person to grow. And I find that because my kids have been exposed to, it has given a lot of tolerance in their nature and a lot of confidence also, which I think is going to help them throughout their life, and I think it's going to give them an advantage.
Qatar provides students or young adults my age especially with a lot of opportunities. For example, for school or education-based activities, Model United Nations is something that I'm very involved in. And Model United Nations was an initiative taken by Qatar Foundation, and they partnered with the Thyman Foundation in The Hague. And we now host one of the biggest Model United Nations conferences that high schools participate in Qatar Convention Center. In addition, Qatar provides us with basketball teams and football teams and lots of sports events that the youth can take part in and compete in and go to national or even international levels. Outside of school or outside of university for me, entertainment usually consists of going to the beach when the weather is nice, especially in the winter months in Qatar, as well as going sand duning, which is a very big part of our weekend.
Souk Waqif, I find it to be really nice because we go there with friends also, and I find that Souk Waqif is a kind of a place where you find shopping also, and there are a lot of very nice restaurants, and the way they have made it, I think it's very fascinating, and it's kind of an old Qatar look, which I find very beautiful. And I go there for spice shopping and dry food shopping, and I think it's one of the best I have found all over the world, because I have stayed at a lot of places, and as my mother says that you find the best spices in Doha. Qatar is coming up as a recreational place also, because when we came here, sand dunes were the only activities available. But now I find that as the time has passed, Qatar has been coming up with a lot of parks and a lot of outdoor activities, water sports. So when the weather is good, there are a lot of things to do here, and you find a lot of enjoyable places to go to, and with family, and have a lot great fun. So in that way also, Qatar is becoming a very popular place, I would say, and you see more tourists here now also because of that.
In 2006, Qatar was preparing for the Asian Games, the first kind of major event organized by the state of Qatar. Being living in this country at that time for almost 4 years, I volunteered myself for Asian Games. I worked in Asian Games as a volunteer for a protocol officer, and worked 15 days in the Asian Games in Aspire and Khalifa Stadium. And I think this is the minimum I can contribute to the state of Qatar, for providing me an opportunity to live in such a peaceful and a secured environment.
قطارة طاقة الاتفاقية تعاون مع قطر الخيرية وقت المؤسسة الأعمى لحي ثقافي قطارة وجمعية القطر الخيرية. اتفاقية التعاون تجسد من خلاله الرسالة المشتركة بينهما.
After I came back to Doha and joined the Qatar Chemical Company, I have developed an immense interest in language Arabic. I start learning how to read, how to write. And I can say comfortably that I can read almost 100% of Arabic, and I can write 100% of Arabic. But unfortunately, I'm not very fluent in Arabic. I'm trying hard to develop this skill also, and quite hopeful that with the help of my friends, I will be able to communicate fluently in future, inshallah.
Since I was 2 when I moved here, actually all of my memories have been from Qatar. I actually refer to this as home instead of my home country, which is Pakistan, and I'm really excited to see the growth of Qatar in the past few years. My favorite sport is football, and I'm very excited how Qatar has started using football in a lot of its activities, such as opening lots of places where we can play, such as in Aspire Park or in Qatar Foundation. Also, I'm very excited to see that Qatar has won the bid for the World Cup in 2022, as that's going to be very exciting. Also, lots of clubs and countries have started playing here, just friendly matches, and I love going there and watching all the teams play and seeing lots of famous players just all around. Other than that, I believe that all the Qatari people which I'm friends with and in my school they're very generous and they're very charitable, and they also are very family oriented, which I can relate because that's a lot like how our culture is.
Qatar has given us a lot of opportunities, and since we have spent a big chunk of our life here, there are a lot of memories associated with Qatar. What I was thinking, like even I go and to other places, Qatar will still be my second home. I will cherish to come back, visit the places, and I remember all those golden days what I have spent over here.